Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry the Chupacabra, and we're back for another delectable playthrough video series here today. We're gonna start out playing Rebel Galaxy, and the best way I have of describing the gameplay in this is, it's kind of like somebody took Elite Dangerous and mixed it with more first-person control or third-person controls, and some of the gameplay that you would see in like a game like EVE Online. And it really feels like you're kind of playing in a similar yet alternate universe to the Firefly series, where you play as like an outlaw on the edge of space, trying to fight to stay alive, doing missions and developing relationships with local pirates and drug cartels and mercenary bands and local militias and stuff. It's a lot to take in and to handle and to sell black market goods between stations, and, well, we're just gonna jump in here for a fresh game. I just reviewed this over on the Feed Me Pixels channel. That's a channel and a group of people that mostly stream that I started collaborating with recently.
6 days ago, you received
yeah, we'll just jump in here for the story.
The family black sheep, who you haven't seen or heard from in over 10 years. The message provided the access codes to the Rasputin, a near-derelict spacecraft and a relic of her younger days. Also included were the coordinates to Rust City, an out-of-the-way space station with a questionable reputation. She practically begged you to meet her there as quickly as possible. Now, after several days of travel and a few unscheduled maintenance stops, you have at last arrived. This is a place of liars, thieves. You wonder how you let yourself get dragged to such a godforsaken backwater.
Alright, well, that is all the story that we're gonna get inside of, Rebel Galaxy to start out with. Something has happened to our aunt, and I guess we must be her favorite nephew or something. And we've come to this station at the edge of space in order to talk to, I guess, this guy, this tentacle-faced monster person, who I guess the conversation happens automatically when you first start the game. But, there you are. Your aunt asked me to keep an eye out for you. I see you found her old junky ship. Why don't you, bring it into the dock and, meet me at the bar? I have something for you. Huh. And you know my aunt. How? I don't really recognize the plethora of tentacles on your face, sir. Ah, yes, indeed. We've been through a few scrapes together. Back in our younger, wilder days. I'm Orzu. Now I tend the bar here, and life has gotten much quieter. Well, that's cool, I guess. I guess I'll see you after I dock at the station. So yeah, not a lot to say about what's going on in this game. It's very much like you're being thrown into, well, Firefly. They just kind of throw you into a situation where you've got this cool piratey ship with its sideboard guns, like you're playing in some sort of, it's almost like you're in Treasure Planet, really, where you've got, like, side cannons, like you got a broadside of weapons to shoot at people in a pirate ship or something. And then you've also got, a regular turret on top that, does its own little thing. And that's all we've really got for right now. We've got kind of like a junky old shitty ship that doesn't have a lot going for it, so we gotta figure out something to do with all of that, or else we are gonna be pretty screwed pretty fast. I also would guess that we must be our aunt's, like, favorite nephew or something, because I can't imagine why else we would just randomly go to the edge of space and get the shit kicked out of us in a junky old spaceship. Because frankly, if one of my relatives was in, like, shady trading or something back in the day, and they asked me to come to a weird, shady place full of drug dealers, I'd probably say no and call the cops. So here we go, let's meet Mr. Tentacle Face Orzu. Aha! You're the spitting image of Juno. So good to see you. So, where is my aunt? She was supposed to meet me here, Orzu. Well, to be honest, I don't really know. I haven't seen her in nearly a week. She was afraid she wouldn't make it back before you arrived. Well, that's weird. Why do you say that, Orzu? Did she say words about exploding? Well, not so much the exploding thing, but she did give me something to give you on her behalf, and I mean, why would she do that if she was gonna be here herself? Huh, that's weird. Well, what is it? Maybe it'll tell me how to find her. Is it a map? Does it lead to space bacon? Because that's the best kind of bacon when you live in space, Orzu. Bacon made from weird mutant space pigs that have been genetically spliced with zerglings. Oh, that may be. She called it a specter. Although, I doubt that's its proper name. Juno mentioned that it was some sort of symbiotic AI creature, whatever that means. Huh, sounds cool. Maybe I can hawk it for booze money. Can I have a look at it? Yeah, alright, here you go. As to your aunt, frankly, you're in no shape to find her. That's the Rasputin you've got out there, isn't it? Oh, well. I'd hate to say it, kiddo, but times have changed since that was a worthy ship. I mean, well... Hold on, Orzu. I was just outside shooting random people with it. It seems like it's got nice lasers and junk. Well, for starters, you've got no deflector, no tractor beam, and that hull plating is like paper. And to be frank, your weapon systems are practically pop guns, no offense. Well, that kind of blows, but that was basically my assessment, considering I broke down 4 times on the way over here. So what do you think I should do? Well, I can get you an upgrade or two. Juno would never forgive me if I sent you off to your inevitable doom. Although I can't afford to let it go for nothing, I've got a little something you could help me with in exchange, though. Oh, see, here it goes. We're gonna, right off the bat, it's like, some dude, aunt calls for help, immediately. Hey, I could help you not explode if you do a thing for me, you know? So yeah, he needs us to go get some whiskey from a shady supplier who can't come up to the station or else someone will blow his ass up. Otherwise, we can just come in here and we can chat with the bartender and see what he knows. Something that I found weird about this game, and you could totally see it in this guy's face. I don't know if this is intentional on some characters, but this dude has a lazy eye. His right eye is like having an adventure right now. And a lot of characters in this game just seem to have that as a problem. And you'd think that would be, like, gone in the future. But we can look at the news board, too, to see what the local goings-on are. And that's mostly good if you're really big into playing the commodities market to make a lot of easy money without fighting anybody, but we're more, or at least I'm more, of the mercenary type inside of Rebel Galaxy. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, our ship, it's only got one automated turret on the top of it to shoot at people. So we need a beta turret to help us murder people. Unfortunately, we don't exactly have a lot of money right now, so about the only thing we can afford is this Mark I scatter turret. Which, I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. It'll certainly do in a pinch, but it doesn't really thrill me either. So we're gonna need to pretty quickly upgrade all of our systems, or else we're gonna explode. Now this is actually one of the cool things inside this game. You can actually upgrade from this default Hammerhead model ship that we've got. You can see it here. And you can upgrade to like sort of a Vanguard model, which is like a smaller frigate. And then we've got the Tennehausen, which is like a small cruiser. I mean, these things are awesome. This is a large frigate, and then this is a light, fast frigate, but heavily armored. Then we can get this big, nasty Vanguard ship, which is a heavy frigate. And then I haven't really unlocked, before I made my review, I hadn't really got a chance to unlock some other ships. But there's like a whole ass ton of different types of vessels in this game, and I'm pretty sure that you can buy into a lot of them, and as you upgrade, you get access to more guns and more murdery things. And it's pretty flippin' spiffy, if I do say so myself. I mean, you can really upgrade and augment your play experience so that you can, like, ride up on people and just shoot them in the face. And then you can, like, I don't know, snipe at them from a distance, and you can also fire, like, barrages of missiles at them if that's really what you're after. It's good stuff, it really is. So, we just kind of have to warp over here to the edge of the system through this annoying-ass satellite field of, like, I don't know if these are asteroids or frozen, just bits of water. There's a bunch of bullshit here in our way, and wisely so, the computer kicks your ass out of warp if you get too close to anything that might make you go explode if you fly directly into it. But once we're clear, it'll automatically go into sublight mode so that we can fly all the way around this sun. I don't remember this being on the opposite side of the sun. I think some of this actually might be procedurally generated. But anyway, we just gotta cruise over here. It's an easy first mission. We just gotta cruise around and talk to some dude over here. And he'll take the payment, take the whiskey, and then we can get a fancy new deflector shield, which will be super duper helpful. Alright, so here's Branson Cole, who's the guy we need to chitter-chatter with, as we narrowly avoid getting smacked into by those asteroids. Oh yeah, I got your money right here, man. Let's do the thing.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Alright, so you might have noticed there, we already have the option of blowing the shit out of this guy, which, could we do that? Like, if I really wanted to, could we beat the shit out of this guy? But basically, you have the option of basically blowing up, stealing from, or extorting pretty much any person in this game right off the bat.
Safe travel.
I'm just not so worried about... Actually, let's just kill this guy. What's he gonna do?
Target locked.
Is he gonna fight us?
Damn, they're tearing me up.
Oh, he's not even gonna do anything.
Yellow.
There we go. Oh, he doesn't have a single defensive turret on that thing. Oh, yes he does. Yes he does. That's fine, our shields are holding. We're eating into his armor now. Oh yeah. Anything good in that thing?
Target destroyed.
He didn't really have anything. Oh well. I guess I could have done that and saved some money, but whatever. There will be plenty of times to be buttholes, pretty much immediately. Oh yes. So we're just gonna cruise around this star. I'm actually gonna try and avoid a couple of enemy fleets, like that thing over there, because there's pirates roving about the solar system here, and I would just as soon not fuck with them, to be honest with you. Alright, so here we are, back at Rust City. Gonna deliver this whiskey to What's-His-Tits. And then we'll have a fancy new, deflector shield that'll help us out tremendously in combat.
Mission complete.
Alright, and we also received 10 grand, almost, to, for our troubles. Alright. So he's real thankful. Well, what do I want right now? I have my options between a deflector or a tractor beam, but we don't really have a use for the tractor beam just yet. So I'll just take that, and we'll also take another job from him, where we have to go grab a delivery of some cargo, or to destroy some cargo, because, well, some stuff has happened. And it's one of those things where, like, you know, if you have illegal cargo, sometimes it's easier to destroy it, so that we don't really have to worry about screw-assing around. And you know what? What the hell? I'm going to hire I'm gonna hire us a mercenary. And that's gonna make our time in combat super duper easy. What missions have we got here? Munitions delivery. I'm certainly down to deliver some stuff. Deliver some metallic ore. Oh, unfortunately, I don't really have enough space in my hold for that. What do we got here? Multiple bands of double jack thugs have been harassing the Eureka area. Travel to both marked nav points and eliminate all encountered pirates for a prompt payment of 6,000 credits. Oh, there we go. See, we're already making some headway here on the whole not having any monies department. Do we need to equip that? Where is that thingy-majig? Oh, here we go. So this is what he gave us as a reward. We have a Mark I deflector, which will basically... What's the word? It'll serve as a secondary shield in case we're getting the shit kicked out of us and we need our primary shields to recharge. But that's all we really need to do here for right now. And now that I've hired this mercenary, this guy over here will follow us around indefinitely until he either dies or we get rid of him, and he will help us kill shit, which is super duper great. It really is. So, he'll just be our wingman, and we're gonna go see what's going on over here with our primary mission for the cleanup operation. We gotta go destroy some illegal contraband. You know, I have VSync turned on, but I'm still seeing a lot of visual tearing now that this game has gone into full release after a slight patch today. That's kind of annoying. But I mean, it is a pretty gorgeous game in its own right, you gotta admit. So a lot of this game, as I'm sure you could imagine, is just traveling from one point to the other in warp. And you can get better warp engines, as I'm sure you would imagine. But you really try to kind of parcel these missions out into segments so you don't really get overwhelmed by what's happening. Oh shit, that's a mine. Well, that was crap. Whoa. Well, that's fine. I mean, we came out here to destroy this shit anyway, so I mean, whatever. That's fine. So, that takes care of that. But this is what I was looking for with this pulse. I can basically ping the area and determine if there are any hostiles or valuable resources nearby. So we've got a few cruisers coming in here. We got a couple double jack fighters, which are one of the primary pirate factions here. And I'm gonna go engage with these bad mammal-jammals head on. Because there's pretty much nothing these assholes are gonna do to us once we engage with them. They're pretty fragile to begin with, which I'm sure you could imagine. I'm actually, the one thing I'm worried about now is if we get sort of driven up on by one of these mines. Come on, rip into that bad boy. He's a little faster than me, this gunship in front of us. But that isn't gonna matter real soon, because we're already eating into his rear armor. There we go, perfect. Tear him apart. Beautiful, there we go. Okay, that's it for this area, really. If we had a tractor beam of some variety, we could go over here to these valuables. Because sometimes these guys, they drop goodies when they die. But unfortunately, I didn't buy one yet, mostly because they're not all... Like, the tractor beams aren't all that expensive, so there really wasn't a reason to pick it over the alternative. Alright. I fucking hate these mines. These mines are such assholes. Alright, You know, before we go back to base, why don't we go ahead and find some local missions that aren't too terribly far away. And we'll do that before we head back to Orzu and select our payment. So that's going to be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining me, Larry the Chupacabra, for some Rebel Galaxy. It's going to be a little hinky as I kind of settle in here tonight and we kind of figure out how I want to do this series as we go. But this is a really fun game, and I totally recommend it, and it's only like 20 bucks. Like, it's a pretty good deal, and it's available for all major systems. Mac, PC, PS4, Xbox One. Take your pick, and it looks pretty gorgeous. So, I'm gonna play the hell out of this for a while, because I really enjoy this. I get to be like a mercenary pirate, and that's what I love. I've always wanted to be a space pirate of some variety with some country kind of jamming music in the background. It's gonna be good. So until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you mammal jammals later. Bye.